to my video blogging series that I plan on doing over the next couple of months. We are expanding our family using embryo donation / adoption. So over the last 4.5 years, we have struggled to conceive and stay pregnant, rather. Conceiving wasn't really the issue as much as staying pregnant was. And the reason behind that, we found out a couple years ago, had to do with a very rare immune / genetic issue. And so after, kind of grieving the fact that we weren't going to be able to have any more of our own genetic children, we began to, kind of discuss the adoption options out there. And, there's the domestic adoption and international adoption, and then there's even foster to adopt. So there's a lot of options out there. We really thoroughly explored all three of those options, and in doing so discovered a fourth option, actually, which is the embryo donation program. And so what it is other couples have gone through IVF and have decided that their families are complete, and they're left with a decision on whether or not to donate their embryos to science, destroy them, or they can donate them to a clinic that has a program, or they can even privately match with somebody and have an open adoption where they continue to stay in contact with the adopting family and things like that. So it was something that really intrigued us when I first read about it, and we began to really just kind of dig a little bit deeper, get into some groups, find out what this actually looked like, what the cost was going to be, and, after doing all the research and comparing with international, domestic, and foster to adopt programs, we found that the embryo donation program was going to suit us best. And one of the biggest reasons is because after so many losses, it's so healing to be able to go through a pregnancy and birth and have a living baby, whether it's yours genetically or not. And so that was huge to even be able to have that as an opportunity. And because adopting / getting donated embryos, the babies aren't genetically mine and my husband's together, so my body won't do the whole attack the pregnancy thing. So it'll work for us to bypass those issues that have stopped us over the last 4.5 years. And then it's also really, really cheap compared to other options like IVF, the other forms of adoption, etc. For us, the out-of-pocket cost is going to be under $3,000. So it's doable, and we have a set of embryos, so we have more than just a couple that are waiting for us, and we're just kind of getting ready to start the medications and that whole process. But I know there's going to be a lot of people who are curious, how did you get and stay pregnant finally? And, I really want to make sure that we're truthful with everybody and, with the child as well, as it grows up and continues to, become the person that it was created to be. So, basically you take the embryos of adopted, other people who've gone through IVF, and you technically, they're donated to you. You can't really adopt them because, our government says that babies aren't really babies until after they've, been out of the womb a certain amount of time and things like that. So, but it's really kind of like a transfer of property, and you pay the administrative fees and the fees for the doctor's office and stuff. But it's just a neat option to be able to carry and birth your adopted baby. Like, I just thought that was the neatest, most amazing gift that could possibly be opened up to us after everything we endured. So, that's basically what it is. You are taking on these little souls on ice and giving them a chance. It's a really easy as far as, the stress it takes on your body too. It's very minimal. You're just doing some estrogen and progesterone, and a lot of prayer and hope the little one sticks. So for us, it's been kind of a lengthy process getting into a clinic and getting established, doing all of the pre-testing, but we're finally on the other side of that, and we're going for our first transfer with 2 embryos in November on the 12th. So we're pretty excited, and I just thought I would kind of give a little brief, introduction and kind of, you know, let people know what it is that we're doing and why we're doing it, and hopefully encourage other people to look into it as an option, especially those who really have felt like they have no hope, or their egg quality is bad, etc., and they've already blown thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on IVF and have walked away with nothing. It's kind of a little bit more of a feasible option than paying $30,000 for domestic adoption and then having the birth mom back out. So there's so many more pros than cons with this route, at least for us. And so we're really, really excited. And again, I'm hoping to raise awareness and kind of just inform women that there's other options out there. I know for me, knowing the baby's not going to be genetically ours means nothing. I'll love that baby more than anything in the world. So I already do, and they're still frozen in little snowflakes right now. So but yeah, so anyways, feel free to follow our journey. I plan on doing some more videos as long as we get further along with the medication process and things like that. So all the fun injections, meds, and yay! So anyways, thanks for watching.